So how did you and Cynthia meet?
Funnily, I went to one of her shows. A friend of mine brought me to one of her shows, and I spoke to her briefly afterwards, and I thought she was great. But we didn't exactly hit it off. I thought she was very serious.
This is all Anne-Marie's stuff. She had all this weird stuff.
Yes, from my perspective, I thought Cynthia was very serious.
I thought that she worked really hard, and I sort of wanted to...
This was our very first meeting, though, I'm talking about.
Oh, I just remember shaking your hand and not...
Sending me on my way.
The chemistry wasn't there.
No, but then it's just through the music scene we kind of ran into each other again, and
because Anne-Marie was doing really great things, and I was impressed.
Well, she had chips.
Chips.
I love chips. I would have chips all the time if they didn't make me enormous.
I had a publishing deal at the time, and I was working with this writer, and he was going to London, and Cynthia auditioned for his.
And she told him not to hire me.
I thought she was too serious.
You know what? I'm actually going to correct you, because I read that you wouldn't hire her because she was too tall.
That's the truth.
That was another thing.
She's being Irish. So serious, Cynthia, not the short co-band member.
You were remarkably more tall than anyone in that band, though.
Has she shrunk since then? Is that why you hired her?
No,
No, I'm just.
No, she's tall too.
I'm just tall
Anne-Marie's
as well.
tall too.
But explain that. What was the bias of the height? I mean, what was the reason behind that? Seriously.
No, here's the deal. I thought that she was too serious, but I think she didn't get hired not because of what I said. I don't think they really took to heart. I think a lot of the band were kind of shorter men, and I think that some men find that intimidating.
Steve, how did you end up meeting these two ladies?
I met Cynthia. We both did a side gig with this guy. She was singing and I was playing bass for a guy, and she was playing a show, and I went to see her show, and then I became a fan of the band. These two were doing gigs, and I started just showing up at all their...
It was so great. Yeah. It was so fun.
I just wore them down. Eventually they needed a bass player, and I got the call.
And Steve, how tall are you?
I was on my resume. I was clearly listed my height.
It's like only men over 6 feet allowed to join this band.
Unserious tall man seeks band.
Unserious tall man. It sounds like a Craigslist ad, doesn't it? How about you, Megan? You're in a couple of bands. You've been here before with Bitter Sober. So how did you meet Cynthia and Anne-Marie?
I was definitely fans of them first. I met them and saw them play through mutual friends when I moved to LA, and was just massive, awkward fans of them.
Massive awkward.
I would run into them and just make a complete fool out of myself. I think I scared them. So I have really actually no idea why I'm in the group.
Give me an example of how you made a fool of yourself.
She didn't.
She didn't. She gets quiet. When she's shy, she gets quiet. So it would be like there'd be no conversation.
Yeah, I'm very awkward. I'm super awkward. No, I just smile.